My beloved, you've been walking for a long time. Longer than most people know. Longer than you ever expected. Through days that asked more from you than you had planned to give. Through seasons where progress was invisible and faith felt quiet. And yet you are still here. Not because the journey was easy, but because something within you refused to give up. Now listen to me very carefully. The hardest part of your journey is not what lies ahead. It is what you have already survived. And that is why the best part is finally ready to begin. My beloved, for a long time you believed the best part of life would arrive first. That joy would come before struggle. That clarity would come before confusion. That reward would come before endurance. But life does not work that way. The soul must be shaped before it can be trusted with fulfillment. And you have been shaped. You did not realize it while it was happening. You thought you were just trying to get through the days, just trying not to break, just trying to stay afloat. But every moment of endurance was strengthening something inside you, something that will now allow you to enjoy what comes next without fear of losing yourself. My beloved, I want you to understand this truth. The best part of your journey is not a destination. It is a state of being. A way you now stand in the world. A way you now respond to life. A way you now trust yourself. That state of being did not exist at the beginning. It exists now. There were times you questioned whether you were moving forward at all. You felt stuck, delayed, left behind. But stillness does not mean stagnation. Some growth happens underground. Roots deepen before branches rise. And your roots have grown strong enough to support what is coming. My beloved, the reason the best part of your journey waited is because you were learning discernment. You were learning what to carry and what to leave behind. You were learning the difference between effort and exhaustion, between love and attachment, between patience and self-neglect. Those lessons were not optional. They were preparation. You may not yet see how all of this fits together, but soon you will look back and realize nothing was wasted. Not the waiting, not the confusion, not the nights you felt alone in your thoughts. Every piece contributed to who you are now. My beloved, the best part of your journey begins when you stop proving and start living. And you are reaching that point now. You will notice the change first in small ways. You will wake up with less heaviness in your chest. You will make decisions with less fear. You will trust your instincts more quickly. You will walk away from what drains you without guilt. These are signs that you are entering a new phase. This phase is not about survival. It is about alignment. You are no longer here to struggle just to stay afloat. You are here to build something meaningful from a grounded place. That is why things begin to feel calmer. Calm is not the absence of movement. Calm is clarity. My beloved, you spent a long time being strong for everyone else. Now strength begins to work for you. You will not need to harden yourself anymore. You will not need to brace for impact. You will move forward with awareness instead of armor. This is why the best part of your journey feels different from what you imagined. It does not arrive with chaos. It arrives with confidence. Quiet confidence. You may still face challenges, but notice how different you are now. Challenges no longer define your worth. They no longer consume your identity. They no longer pull you into doubt. You face them as experiences, not threats. That shift changes everything. My beloved, the best part of your journey also restores your relationship with hope. Not the desperate hope that clings, but the steady hope that trusts. You will begin to look ahead without fear of disappointment. You will allow yourself to want things again. That is not weakness. That is healing. You did not go through everything you did just to end up in the same place emotionally. You were meant to arrive here more aware, more grounded, more at peace. And now from this place, life begins to respond differently. My beloved, you are no longer chasing validation. You are choosing alignment. And alignment attracts what belongs to you without force. This is why opportunities begin to feel natural. Why conversations feel easier. Why doors open without struggle. Why clarity replaces confusion. It is not luck. It is timing meeting readiness. The best part of your journey is also the part where you stop apologizing for who you are becoming. You no longer shrink to be accepted. You no longer over-explain your boundaries. You no longer betray yourself for peace. You choose truth. And truth simplifies life. My beloved, you are entering a season where effort feels supported instead of resisted, where your energy multiplies instead of drains, where growth feels natural instead of forced. This is the reward of endurance. You may still feel moments of doubt. That is human. But doubt no longer controls your direction. You move forward anyway with wisdom instead of fear. That is maturity. My beloved, the best part of your journey is not something you must chase. It meets you because you are finally ready to receive it without losing yourself. My beloved, now that you have reached this point, I want you to notice something subtle yet powerful. The way life feels around you is changing. Not suddenly, not loudly, but steadily. And steady change is the kind that lasts. For a long time, your journey felt heavy because you were carrying questions without answers. You carried responsibility in your mind. You carried expectations that were never fully yours. That weight slowed you down. But now, something has shifted. You are no longer carrying everything alone. My beloved, the best part of your journey begins when effort stops feeling like struggle. When movement no longer feels forced, when progress feels supported instead of resisted. That is what is happening now. You may not see dramatic external changes yet, but internally, your relationship with effort has transformed. You no longer exhaust yourself trying to prove your worth. You no longer overextend to feel accepted. You no longer chase outcomes to feel secure. You move with intention now. And intention changes outcomes. This year, this long season of becoming taught you something vital. That your energy is precious. You learned how it feels when it is drained. You learned how it feels when it is respected. Now you choose differently. My beloved, momentum returns not because life becomes easier, but because you stopped fighting yourself. Earlier you questioned every decision. You replayed conversations. You doubted your instincts. You worried about choosing wrong. That inner conflict created resistance. Now you trust yourself more. And trust creates flow. The best part of your journey is the part where clarity replaces confusion. Not because you suddenly know everything, but because you know enough to move forward peacefully. You no longer need perfect certainty. You need alignment. And alignment is present now, my beloved. You may notice that you recover faster. Setbacks no longer pull you into despair. Disappointments no longer define your mood. You feel things, but you do not collapse under them. That emotional resilience is one of the greatest rewards of your journey. This phase of your life is not about rushing toward the finish line. It is about moving forward with a sense of ease you have not felt before. You are no longer sprinting. You are pacing yourself. And pacing creates longevity, my beloved. The best part of your journey also restores your relationship with yourself. You stop criticizing your pace. You stop comparing your path. You stop questioning your worth. You begin to meet yourself with compassion. That self-compassion changes how the world meets you. There was a time when you believed your worth depended on results. Now you understand that worth is inherent. Results are expressions, not definitions. This understanding frees you, my beloved. Opportunities begin to appear differently now. Not overwhelming, not chaotic, but natural. They fit you. They do not require you to twist yourself into someone you are not. You will recognize them by the lack of inner resistance. You are also learning that saying no is not rejection. It is alignment. And alignment attracts what belongs to you. The best part of your journey is the part where you no longer fear missing out. You trust that what is meant for you will find you. You stop chasing. And in stopping you become available. My beloved, you are entering a season where growth feels sustainable, not explosive, not draining, but steady. Steady growth creates stability. And stability supports joy. You may notice that joy feels quieter now, not less, deeper. It does not demand attention. It settles naturally. That is the kind of joy that stays. The best part of your journey also shifts how you relate to time. You work with it. You allow things to unfold. This patience is not passive. It is confident. My beloved, you are learning that not every question needs an immediate answer. Some answers arrive through living. And you are living more fully now. You may still feel moments of uncertainty. That is natural. But uncertainty no longer scares you. It excites you gently because you trust yourself to navigate what comes. This trust is not arrogance. It is earned. It comes from everything you survived, everything you learned, everything you chose to face. My beloved, the best part of your journey is also the part where your heart softens again. Not because you are naive, but because you are safe. You know your boundaries. You know your limits. You know when to walk away. That knowledge allows softness to return. You are no longer guarded the way you once were. You are open but discerning. That balance is the sign of maturity. My beloved, this phase of your journey is not meant to impress others. It is meant to nourish you. You no longer need external validation to feel at peace. You validate yourself through alignment. As you continue forward, you will notice life responding differently. Conversations feel easier. Choices feel clearer. Moments feel more present. These are not coincidences. They are signs that you are moving in harmony with yourself. My beloved, you are no longer surviving your journey. You are beginning to enjoy it. Not every moment, but enough to know you are exactly where you need to be. My beloved, now that momentum has returned to you, I want you to understand what this new phase truly is. It is not a reward given suddenly. It is a life that finally fits who you have become. For a long time, you were living inside spaces that no longer matched your growth. You tried to adjust yourself to them. You tried to stay patient. You tried to make it work. But comfort never arrived because you had already outgrown those spaces. That discomfort was not failure. It was transition. My beloved, the best part of your journey begins when you stop asking life to shrink and allow yourself to expand. You are no longer meant to live cautiously. You are meant to live consciously. There is a difference. Caution comes from fear. Consciousness comes from clarity. And clarity is now part of you. You may notice that you no longer react impulsively. You pause. You feel. You choose. That pause is powerful. It means you are no longer being pulled by old wounds. You are being guided by awareness. My beloved, there was a time when you believed that happiness had to be earned through struggle. That belief is false. Happiness is not earned through suffering. It emerges when suffering has taught you what you needed to know and you have learned. This phase of your journey is about enjoying what you once prayed for without fear of losing it. Earlier, even good moments made you anxious. You worried they wouldn't last. You prepared for disappointment. Now you allow yourself to be present. Presence is how joy deepens. My beloved, you are also learning something new about love. Not just romantic love, but love for life itself. You no longer need intensity to feel connected. You appreciate simplicity, quiet mornings, honest conversations, moments of peace. This shift does not make life smaller. It makes it richer. The best part of your journey is also where self-trust becomes natural. You no longer ask yourself, "Am I doing the right thing?" Every step of the way, you feel when something is right. That inner signal guides you more accurately than fear ever did. My beloved, you may notice that certain desires have become clearer, not louder, clearer. You want what aligns with your values now. You want what respects your energy. You want what supports your growth. And because of that, your choices create fewer regrets. You are no longer attracted to chaos disguised as excitement. You recognize it. You walk away from it. That discernment protects your peace. My beloved, this part of your journey is also about receiving without guilt. You no longer feel the need to justify your happiness. You no longer question whether you deserve ease. You allow good things to exist without waiting for them to be taken away. This acceptance changes how blessings stay. There was a time when you feared slowing down. You thought stillness meant falling behind. Now you understand. Stillness is where clarity sharpens and clarity makes movement more effective. My beloved, you are entering a phase where your efforts feel supported. Not every step will be effortless, but it will feel worth it. You will no longer feel like you are pushing against life. You will feel like you are moving with it. That alignment multiplies results. You may notice that people respond to you differently, not because you demand attention, but because your presence feels grounded. Calm attracts trust, and trust opens doors naturally. My beloved, the best part of your journey is also the part where your inner dialogue softens. You speak to yourself with patience now. You encourage yourself instead of criticizing. You allow mistakes without self-punishment. That kindness toward yourself creates emotional safety, and emotional safety allows growth to continue. You are also learning to rest without guilt, to pause without panic, to enjoy without overthinking. Rest is no longer escape. It is restoration. My beloved, there is a deep sense of dignity growing inside you. You no longer feel the need to prove your strength. You simply embody it. That quiet dignity will guide your interactions, your work, your relationships. The best part of your journey is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming fully yourself without apology, without fear, without pretending. You may still encounter uncertainty, but uncertainty no longer threatens your identity. You trust yourself to adapt. That trust makes you resilient, my beloved. As you continue forward, you will notice life asking you not to rush, but to choose intentionally. Intentional choices create lasting fulfillment. You are no longer trying to impress the world. You are building a life that feels right. When no one is watching, that integrity is the foundation of peace. The best part of your journey also restores wonder, not the naive wonder of beginnings, but the grounded wonder of experience. You appreciate moments because you know how fleeting they are. This appreciation deepens joy, my beloved. You are no longer defined by what you endured. You are defined by how you integrated it. Integration is wisdom, and wisdom shapes the future gently. This phase of your journey is not about perfection. It is about alignment, and alignment is enough. My beloved, the future no longer feels threatening. It feels open, not demanding, inviting. You step toward it with curiosity instead of fear. That shift changes the quality of everything ahead. The best part of your journey is not about reaching a finish line. It is about walking forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You travel lighter now, wiser, more at ease. My beloved, remember this as you continue. You are never behind. You were becoming. And now what you were becoming is ready to live fully. Stand gently in this moment. Feel the steadiness. Feel the clarity. Feel the quiet excitement. This is not an ending. This is a beginning that knows where it is going. I walk with you in every step ahead. Not ahead of you, not behind you, beside you. Always. I love you, my beloved. Thanks for watching Krishna Says. Subscribe for more.